Hi, and welcome to a special presentation by EAR Professional Audio Video. My name is Ed Vogt, and today we're going to look at a special suite of products known as Avid Everywhere. And joining me from Burbank, California via Skype is Michael Krulik. Hey Michael, you there?
How are you doing? I am. How are you doing, Ed? Hi, everyone.
Well, welcome again, Michael. For people who aren't real familiar with Avid Everywhere and specifically how it can impact both the work group on up to the enterprise level production workflow, can you kind of give us an idea from your standpoint how this suite of products can impact both the individual artist all the way up to larger companies?
You know, the platform is total collaboration. It's where you can be in the facility, you could be remote, and it really doesn't matter. You still can connect, collaborate, share information. We're at this age now, basically, where you want an immediate turnaround. You don't want to wait a day for something to be delivered. You now, with the internet and great bandwidth, wireless or connected, be able to send information back and forth, whether it's metadata, whether it's lists, or actually working with media.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Well, we have a few clips provided by Avid. We're going to take a look at those, and when we come back, we'll have a little question and answer with Michael.
For individual artists who dream of a career making music, movies, or television, the challenge is standing out from the crowd and getting their voices heard. And Avid's artist tools and marketplace can help them overcome these challenges and make their dreams more of a reality than ever before. A young filmmaker who has a low-cost student subscription to Media Composer is working on his first big project for school. To make his project a hit, he'll need some help from artists with musical talent as well. Using Avid's artist community, he can easily search for aspiring composers and musicians that can create the perfect score to play under the open of his movie. A free and open online forum, the artist community exists to connect creative talent of all kinds from every corner of the globe so they can work together to achieve their creative vision. Designed with today's modern mobile workflows in mind, Sibelius 8 is a simple yet powerful music notation app that easily transitions between desktop, laptop, and tablet. With Sibelius, bringing your composition to life is as simple as sending it over to Pro Tools and the thousands of musicians who rely upon it every day to make the most of their musical talents. As musicians make their journey to the big time, Pro Tools fits their needs every step of the way. From Pro Tools First, a free, simplified version of the industry-leading digital audio workstation, all the way up to Pro Tools HD and a universe of plugins, I/O hardware, and control surfaces. Today's video editors are often faced with source media and deliverables with a wide array of rasters, frame rates, and codecs. With Avid resolution independence, they're free to work in HD, 2K, 4K, and even custom rasters, never having to worry about all of the different types of media they may have to acquire or create. While Pro Tools makes it easy for composers and musicians to collaborate on turning a score into a song, Avid Cloud Collaboration makes it possible for musicians around the world to interact remotely in real time to create that song. It's as simple as inviting the person you want to work with to a cloud project. You can use the integrated messaging and video chat to set the creative direction and then just start tracking. All the project syncing and media management is done behind the scenes, and they can store and manage their media securely in the cloud. Here, the bass player is laying down a killer groove on top of the guitar track that was already recorded. Whether artists work on their own or as part of a collaborative effort, they never know when they'll need that something extra to make their project a hit. With the Avid App Store, those magic elements are never far away. Editors and musicians can get the latest plugins from Avid's connectivity partners and easily add them to their projects. With just a few keystrokes, our filmmaker can add some exciting new effects to his directorial debut. The Avid Marketplace isn't just for obtaining creative assets. Artists can also share and sell them too. After taking the original score that was created by our composer in Sibelius, the guitarist can post her own rendition of it to her artist community page or even sell it on the Avid Content Marketplace. Once the filmmaker gets word that the track that he's been waiting for is finally ready, he can visit the guitar player's page on the artist community to check it out. Collaboration comes full circle when the filmmaker downloads the track written in Sibelius, recorded in Pro Tools, and finally delivered to his media composer via the Avid Marketplace. With Avid's artist tools being offered through free and low-cost subscription models, it's never been easier for individual artists to access the most powerful creative tools in the industry. And now, with the artist community and Avid Marketplace, it's never been easier for them to create and work together everywhere that inspiration takes them. This is Avid Everywhere for the individual artist.
Welcome back. My name is Ed Vogt, and we're here with Michael Krulik from Avid Technologies. We just looked at a clip which highlights Avid Everywhere and relates specifically to the individual artist. Michael, can you kind of give us your overview on what we just saw there?
Well, I mean, the whole idea of Avid Everywhere and the Avid products is, as I mentioned before, they're all part of the platform. So whether you are an audio editor or a video editor, the idea is you will be able to collaborate, but again, not just with facility-based, but I think a big point of all the videos and the things we talk about is also the marketplace. There's a lot of people out there that have talent that may not be on the platform, but they'll be able to upload music, sounds, anything that they want to help promote themselves that people could use in Pro Tools or in Media Composer at any point. Just being able to download, sample, and even buy off of the marketplace. Another important thing that was brought up in that video is different licensing options. We have the ability to allow you to rent the Media Composer software by month, starting at about $50. And actually a little tidbit for students. Students can rent the software for $9.99 a month, which is fantastic. The nice thing about that is, for facilities, you can rent as needed. You can also buy a perpetual license. So you can buy the software and keep it for as long as you want. And we allow you to add on yearly upgrades. And those upgrades are at a less expensive cost with perpetual license, runs $300. And with that next year of support that you buy for $300, you get upgrades and support for that next year. So buying the perpetual license is a really, really great option. Again, we're not limiting you. You don't just have to get subscription month to month. You can buy the software outright.
Sounds good. Well, let's move on to our next clip here. And when we're done with that, we'll come back and talk a little bit more.
The music that moves us, the movies that grab us, and the live events that bring us to our feet. They all require the efforts of a group of professionals working together as a creative team. These teams need to easily coordinate changes across a group of contributors, streamlining workflows and managing resources in competitive environments under tight budgets and deadlines. As a creative team, you need to be ready for any opportunity that comes your way. Now, with flexible subscription licensing, it's easy to scale up the number of Pro Tools or Media Composer seats to take on a large project. This lets you get the tools when you need them and pay for them only when you need them to keep costs lower than ever. Other times, you may need to find additional talent for the job. When it's manpower you need to scale, you can use the Avid artist community to find and hire from a growing pool of expert freelance talent. And if you need to find the right piece of content or plugin to put the finishing touch on your project, the Avid Content Marketplace and App Store brings a wealth of high-quality content and industry-leading technology right to your fingertips. As media professionals push the envelope to create the most engaging content possible, The size, complexity, and short deadlines of these projects make it critical to maximize efficiency. Because creative team members need to work in parallel, they need an easier way to distribute tasks and keep track of changes compared to what's offered with the manual file management that comes with run-of-the-mill cloud storage. With Avid Cloud Collaboration, editors, sound designers, and mixers can stay focused on their creative work while edit changes, media management, and project syncing are automatically handled in the background, and projects and media are securely stored in the cloud. Supporting this high level of collaboration requires a flexible yet secure shared storage solution. The new ISIS 1000 brings many of the same performance and collaborative benefits of the ISIS 5500 and 7500, but in a streamlined form factor at a breakthrough price point for smaller audio and video post facilities. And to facilitate workflows across workgroups even further, we're extending resolution independence across the platform with support for DNxHR in Interplay and Sony XAVC in both Airspeed and Media Composer. So creative teams can work in any resolution, from low bandwidth proxies to mastering quality high-res more fluidly than ever before. Of course, the success of any creative team also relies upon the tools they use to make the world's most engaging content. For professional mixers, Pro Tools S6 is designed to simplify the management of increasingly complex projects using a combination of precision tactile control and intuitive touchscreens. Plus, its modular design provides flexible configurations to accommodate the unique creative preferences of professional mixers. Now, Pro Tools S6 users have a new module to customize their experience even further. The Master Joystick module enables mixers to intuitively position audio in an immersive 3D space. Creative teams are also found outside the studio, producing the live performances of the world's most popular artists and the sporting events of your favorite teams. And with the push to make these events more engaging, live production has become increasingly complex, and the need to record live content has become universal. To meet these demands, the Venue S6L builds upon our vision for hardware design to give you the industry's most powerful, modular, and connected live sound system with unmatched processing capabilities to easily take on the world's most demanding tours and events. And with unprecedented recording counts and audio fidelity, it's the perfect front end for the Avid Media Central platform. Using Venue S6L, your live production is easily transferable across Pro Tools, Media Composer, and the Avid Marketplace. This is Avid Everywhere for creative teams.
Welcome back again to a special presentation by EAR Professional Audio Video, Avid Everywhere. And joining me from Burbank, California via Skype is Michael Krulik. We just looked at a clip. Michael, can you give us sort of an overview, maybe some personal experiences related to how Avid Everywhere might be used?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. The major benefit is we've integrated all these products into Avid Everywhere. We tell people that if you have Media Composer and you have ISIS, you're already on the platform. You already have the basis to build all of these components to even work remotely if you so desire. At Avid, this is what we make. This is what we do. We support everything, and with the help of VAR, who also helps to integrate and support the products, it's just a great solution.
And now for our third and final clip is Avid Everywhere in the enterprise environment. And when we come back, we'll visit with Michael and learn how we can have a personal demonstration for you or your organization for Avid Everywhere.
Today's large media organizations not only have to facilitate the creative process with artists and make workflow more efficient with creative teams, they also face an even greater set of challenges at the enterprise level. With media operations in multiple production centers that may be disconnected and geographically dispersed, the challenge is to connect everyone in a large enterprise globally. And with an ever-growing amount of content, the goal is to more effectively manage acquisition, connect production teams, utilize archived media, and orchestrate multi-platform delivery, all while minimizing overhead across the organization. Every story begins with acquisition and integration of media assets. For media enterprises like global news organizations, the challenge is to incorporate media coming from different locations and different formats. This can be time-consuming and costly, especially for news production teams that must work on multiple stories simultaneously. Access to their media quickly in the right format is essential. Avid Media Suite solutions such as Interplay MAM and Media Director centralize acquisition and automate complex ingest tasks, ensuring the delivery of content to the right people at the right time. And with Interplay MAM's ability to integrate with third-party ingest solutions, you can leverage and extend your existing investments. Ingesting media is simply the first step. Ultimately, it needs to be edited into a story. But large organizations often have multiple production centers spread out all over the world. And if these teams are isolated from one another, creativity and productivity can suffer, creating costly inefficiencies. To enable greater collaboration across the enterprise, the Avid Media Suite ties together multiple production centers such as sports, news, and drama. With Interplay Production and MAM, production teams can collaborate in real time and have access to all media assets wherever they may be. And Media Central UX provides a role-based user experience for anyone in the organization to search, browse, and edit media. But what about maximizing the value of archived media assets? Many large organizations have vast amounts of content, but the challenge is they may not have visibility into exactly what's been archived, and they can't always access material in a timely manner. This means there's valuable content not being utilized and ultimately not being monetized. Enterprises such as global sports organizations need access to footage that could be decades old because they never know when a player or game may become relevant to the story of the day. Avid's Media Suite solutions can archive virtually any type of digital asset, utilizing both Avid and third-party storage. From these archives, Interplay MAM and Interplay Production, as well as iNews, can efficiently search and retrieve assets using Media Index, providing instant access to relevant media, opening up new revenue streams for content that otherwise would have just sat on the shelf. With an ever-growing number of distribution platforms, media organizations need to quickly deliver content to a multitude of channels and devices. But disconnected processes limit their ability to reach audiences and extend their brands. Media Distribute, the multi-platform distribution module of the Avid Media Suite, automates and orchestrates the delivery of content to online, social, and mobile, doing all the technical heavy lifting in the background. For news organizations, this means breaking stories as they unfold on social media, mobile, and web, often hours before the broadcast. And of course, all of these Media Suite solutions benefit from the ongoing development of the Media Central platform, including 2 new platform-level services, virtualization and ancillary data handling. The Media Central platform, along with the Avid Media Suite, is helping media organizations around the globe more effectively collaborate and more efficiently manage every step of the media lifecycle. This is Avid Everywhere for the media enterprise.
Michael, this last clip, Avid Enterprise, is probably the most important one for both my clients and my company. The enterprise environment is the most challenging and broadest application for Avid Everywhere. Could you kind of give us a personal idea of how you might have seen Avid Everywhere operate in that environment?
Well, the common goal or the common elements are Avid. I mean, we support everything. There are companies out there that will try to put in pieces that they want to try to get to work, and it may work, it may not work as well. We test everything, whether it's our products or third-party products that we support there, but on the system. But Avid makes the components. We make ISIS, we make Media Composer, we make Pro Tools, we make the software that connects for Interplay, and even beyond with the Interplay Central server to work remotely. It's one company. This is what we do. We support it. We we develop it, and with the help of EAR, they help integrate it as well. So again, it's one company. We support it, and that's what we do.
So if somebody's interested in getting their hands on Avid Everywhere, what's the easiest way to book a demonstration or kind of get down into the details, possibly even visiting with you?
It's a great point. I mean, there was a lot of information there, a lot of stuff we show in the videos, but to get a real look at the systems and Avid Everywhere, you definitely want to schedule a live demo. EAR is the best solution for you. They integrate, they have the products. You can do it actually at their facility, but we also, because we're remote, we could even remote in demos. I do a lot of demos where I'm sitting in a room like this and I can tap in and show people what the solutions are. So there's a lot of ways you can actually see the system, but definitely schedule through the AR.
Oh, thanks again for joining us, Michael.
Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. The videos are a really great overview to the system. You can also definitely download trial versions of at least Media Composer to even try that out. So hit the Avid website for any information. Again, EAR is a great resource for information with Avid products. But thank you for your time. We definitely want you to get on the platform and be a part of Avid Everywhere.
Hey, thanks again for joining us for this very special presentation by EAR Professional Audio Video and Avid Technologies. We look forward to hearing from you for all of your professional audio and video needs.